York Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to take it past the 20. And up to the 28-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. To throw is Darnold. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and complete right side to Cook. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, home. Look out.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
31-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Gain of 6. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Back to the ground, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Darnold now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to air one out. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. So after the INT, it's Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen going to run with it. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 9.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down 80!
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Allen.
Will try and do this himself. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Brown 80. Look out.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Stop. What is that?
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
The Seahawks will
Now Darnold. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Bills 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing, Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Allen.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
To throw is Allen. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Seahawks 15. Matt Prater is set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Here comes 2nd down. Darnold to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
That'll be incomplete as as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Darnold. He'll try and do this himself.
He's going to let it fly. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.